Well, she's slicing and dicing this morning. We've got Raw Chef Jane in our studio kitchen making one of my favorites.
Yes, we're doing Smoothies 101, okay? Most people, many people I should say, reach out to me and say, how do you make a smoothie? Okay, I'm going to show you how you make a smoothie. And quite honestly, there are no rules here, okay? The only rule is you just put fruit in it. That's the biggest rule, okay? And what we're going to do now, and I'm going to get right into it. Now, I've already cut up most of my, my apple is in here, and I've cut up most of my strawberries. What am I doing for the strawberry? Just cutting off the top of it like that, that's it. And I'm just cutting it in half and putting it in there. Now I have some pineapple. Now, this is all stuff that's cut up in your supermarket. And I think this I got at Food City if I'm not mistaken. So you can just put this right in here and as much as you want. Now pineapple is very good because it's an anti-inflammatory.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's got arnica. And, does it have arnica in it? I'm not sure if it does. But it's a very healthy food for the body.
I always like the tang it gives your smoothie.
It does. It gives you a nice flavor. Then I'm going to put a lemon in here. I'm just going to cut off the skin. If you don't cut off the skin, and I'm not saying you can use the skin if you want. The problem is in using the skin is that it is very, very lemony. Okay, so like for instance, when you use lemon zest on something, you know, you kind of microplane it and you get it very fine. There's a lot of bang for the buck in that flavor. Okay, and I brought some raspberries, which I had in my freezer, and I'm going to put those in. And one thing that I have a pet peeve against people saying, I'm going to dump this in here. The dump is where you take your garbage, okay? This is food. You're preparing your food, so you must put it in there with love.
Love.
With love. Now, I am going to use a banana. Now, there are two ways of getting your smoothie creamy that I know of, because this is what I use in my smoothies. One is with a banana, and the other, believe it or not, is with a mango. Mango does a nice creamy smoothie, and I don't know why, but nonetheless, it does. It does a very nice job doing a creamy smoothie. So those are your two fruits that are going to give you creamy smoothies. I do not add any kind of milk or any other kind of dairy, you know, things to it. You can put, okay, the rule for this is that there is no rule. Okay, if you don't have pineapple, then don't put it in there. That's okay. If you don't have lemon, then don't put it in there. It's okay. If you don't have an apple, it's okay. If you don't have raspberries or strawberries, that's fine. You put in there what you do have, okay? Or once you start getting into the smoothie groove, okay, you start putting other things in there. Like for instance, I like I like to do greens in my smoothie sometimes, and I don't like the fresh greens, quite honestly, as much as I like the prepared greens, because usually in these prepared greens, you're going to get a lot of probiotics and a tremendous amount of nutrition in there. And I really like that because all it takes is a scoop.
So this is, I've not used this before.
It's a raw, organic, perfect green superfood.
Okay.
Okay, and there it is.
And it's just a powder.
It's just a powder you put into your smoothie, okay? You can add it or not. It's perfectly fine, whatever you like. The only reason that I don't like adding it is because if you mix red and green together, what color do you get? Brown. So the smoothie has a tendency to have a funky color if you put that in there. So just be prepared for that. It doesn't affect the flavor so much as it does the color of it. And that's just something to keep in mind. Now, I like to add a little bit of water in here, okay? So I'm just going to put in, probably about close to a cup of water.
And you're using all fresh fruits.
I am using all fresh fruit. Now, okay, obviously you can use frozen fruit. That's fine. It will make your smoothie colder, and that's fine. We don't necessarily like it to be that cold. And whatever you like. Again, the only rule is that there aren't any rules. You can put, you can put in whatever you like in there. I didn't have any blackberries, otherwise I would have put blackberries in. Blueberries also, any of your berries are fantastic to have in this. In the fall upcoming, I would put fresh cranberries in it also.
Ooh.
Oh, it's wonderful with that.
That sounds really
And you
good.
may want to add a little bit of stevia in there just to sweeten it, because cranberries can be a little bit sour. Okay, so you kind of want to counterbalance that with putting something a little sweeter in there. You may not want to. That's fine. Okay? The thing is to learn how to make a smoothie and make it your own, and make it with fruits that you like and you enjoy. Like, it is wonderful with mangoes and papayas, and I mean, it's just
sky's the
wonderful.
limit.
Yeah.
But I love that you never let your fruit go bad.
Well,
You can
no.
use it in a smoothie. If you don't have time and you got too much, you can freeze it.
Absolutely.
Just to preserve it.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. You don't have to use it all at once. If you think you're going to have your fruit a little bit longer than you really want to, yes, you can freeze it.
Throw it in the
That's
freezer.
not a problem at all. Okay, so any questions?
I think we're going to blend it up and then maybe come back a little later.
Yeah.
We'll try it.
We'll
and
drink
then
it.
we'll see if we have any questions.
Okay.
Does that sound good? I'm
Perfect.
learning a lot. All right, you can check out her website for more information. You can also get a look at her books that is also on her website. It's rawchefjane.com.